Talk a little bit about what this is going to look like from a GHIN component moving forward. Now realize that we have options. So our GHIN technology provider for basically almost everything we do except for accounting and membership is GHIN. We also have a little software program called Golf Nations that allows us to do things online to a certain extent. And some of you are familiar with that. So there's obviously golfer product enhancements, greater data. Clearly that is something that we have to pay much more attention to it. Additional score posting methods, unified golfer product suite, interconnectivity with other GHIN products. All those things are enhanced to a great degree. Security's better. Okay, so from a launch preparation standpoint, I'm going to test most of these kiosks, make sure that they work on your club computers. I will ultimately get in and log me in. So leave your GHIN systems on. If you have them off now, turn them back on a little bit later as we get closer to the first of the year. So basically our last revision with the current handicap system is December 15th. Then the cutover will start between the 1st and the 2nd. They'll basically do some data cleanup and all that kind of stuff. So if you're in Florida, you're not going to have access to the GHIN system until the 6th. Now, Golf Genius and all that will work, but you'll be moving forward with the new World Handicap system upon the 6th. So hopefully that works. It's a lot to do in 5 days. But our 5 days is 3.5 months, so that's good. Each of you will have your own sign-on, ideally. So you're going to tell me who your users might, you and Mark or whatever, Travis, those kind of things. There used to be one URL that would go to all the kiosks, and you would essentially put that information into the kiosk. Now it's just a URL per club. And we can even tailor the URL so that if it's in the ladies' locker room, we can just have ladies posting capabilities in that room. Okay? Depending upon what you want, there are things that you can load that can run through your GHIN posting screens if you so include it, and your mobile app yourself. New kiosk, new mobile app. GHIN.com is getting relaunched as well. We'll put the GHIN.com through an iframe in our site like we've done in the past. But it's definitely a new look, and it's a new mobile app. My handicap information is going to get better, improved hole-by-hole experience. There was a lot of clicks to go from one screen to the next. And the old stuff, golfer lookup, some of this first name no longer case sensitive. If you had a Robert and a Bob, and you were trying to find, that person who is a member at XYZ, there is some AI built into that that's supposed to help you find that. Because in the past, if you didn't have the name exactly right, you weren't finding it. All right, so basically all the way over here is continue to use the USGA tournament management from the 2nd to the 5th. That's going to matter to you at all. Maybe some of you might have a trip or something planned and use Golf Genius for that. And by all means, let them go to our web pages or usga.org. But I would start creating your messages to your members sooner than later. This is kind of in a nutshell. We're down to about 225 duplicate emails for different GHIN numbers. We can't have that anymore. The plus function will work. So if we can't figure out, Steve and Kathy Jurich's email is the same Gmail account, we'll just do jurich+1@gmail.com for those. Okay. But ideally, if they want that, they'll have to have a separate GHIN number or separate email. So I don't think any of you have 9-hole clubs anymore, but if you did, there would be only one GHIN number in that respect, so the 9 and 18 will be merged. There will be a new profile that they'll have to create on the GHIN app and GHIN.com. They'll be prompted to download. Actually, I don't think they'll be prompted. I think they'll just be able to this will essentially, they'll have to sign in and sign off, but the new software will come down for the GHIN app. Again, December 15th, World Handicap starts on 1/1 with access on 1/6. Obviously, we talked about this hole-by-hole score posting. Juniors will require parental authorization. So Every junior will have to have an email address of a parent, and that parent will have to essentially say it's okay to use, my email address to reach out to my junior. This is really going to be a problem for some of our junior tours because there's a lot of kids that have their own email addresses that get tournament stuff. So we'll see where that goes. New course slope charts. So realize that, 13.5 is going to look a lot different across your slope chart in 2020 as opposed to now. Again, this is a printing standpoint. All this is within your system. It's all within your reports from the new admin. Obviously, we're talking about reports. I don't know what you print. I really don't. They need to know what their index is when they go to the tee, or they need to know what their course handicap is. So I think you're going to push as much back to your individual member from a responsibility standpoint as they can tolerate.